everybody! Happy Monday! We are back. This is the penultimate episode. Oh, I'm missing Jhevaunte's camera. What happened? Why is this happening? Hold
I literally
believe this is
happening.
We had you a moment
ago. I
I'm
had you
here,
a
I
moment ago.
promise.
Wait, I'm fixing it. Jhevaunte is
Jhevaunte's
here.
here.
With us.
We promise. Is Jhevaunte in the room with us?
Is
Hello?
Jhevaunte in the room with us?
Hello?
Hello.
I miss Jhevaunte. It's like we
Me
can
too.
still hear his voice.
I keep telling y'all I'm right here.
It wouldn't be a very Monday if we didn't have at least one technical issue in the beginning of stream. Even though
One bit of
everybody
scuff.
watched me set this up right before stream.
That's how it be.
It's how it be, you know?
A bit of scuff as a treat.
Yeah. A bit of IT work is a treat. Try to plug it in and unplug it. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend playing lots and lots of Dragon Age, because that's what I was doing, baby.
Yeah!
So we are all very hyped after the release of Dragon Age Veilguard, which is what we decided to do this little mini-series kind of in honor of. This is the second to last episode. Next week is the finale of Dragon Age Masquerade. Whatever conclusion our amazing adventurers here come to, that is what you will be seeing next week. So let's dive right into it, shall we? I'm gonna just kind of, I don't know. We're just gonna dive right in. Let me pick the music, I guess. We'll go back to the spoopy music we have, because you're all in the Fade.
What? No.
What? No, it was just a dream, right?
Yeah.
This is not
Are
real.
we in the Fade or is the Fade in us? Discuss.
Is the Fade in me? Questioning. As a mage, I think it is.
We are in the Fade. It is very real.
I got that Fade in me.
I got that Fade in me!
Thank you, May, for that. I appreciate it. That was fantastic. So, really quickly, let's go over what we discovered when last our adventurers met. We caught up with Evander for a chunk of the episode because Momo was not with us on episode 2. So essentially, we figured out that Evander had a dream, much like the rest of the companions here. That's kind of just what I'm calling the whole party. Just like in the games, you know? Companions. Except it's all of you. Found out, it had a dream, managed to break out of it with your abilities and expertise in magic. Had the opportunity to see the error in the dream that was being created for you to kind of lead you along into the next phase of the dream in whatever message it was trying to give you. You basically said, you know what, return to sender. I'm not interested in that, and managed to step out of the dream. You found that you were walking upstairs, potentially heading towards an open window out into the Fade. So that's a little creepy. You decided to continue onwards. You heard some unsettling noises, and eventually discovered Quimet. But Quimet was not really herself in the moment, and no Hanami to be seen. Quimet, the younger sister of Kata, was indeed possessed by the entity, that came out of the Sash of Forbidden Secrets, which is the item that the girls accessed in episode 1. There was some dialogue with this entity before it decided to vacate Quimet's body and run its way down the hall. Eventually, Evander also found Hanami, and meanwhile, the rest of the party was having a battle with a shade that emerged from a side room while they were about to chase a scent that Tiger, the Mabare Warhound, caught on the way through your investigation, trying to find more information. You quickly, very quickly, dispatched this shade. And given that there was only one, the battle was quite brief. More evidence was found revealing information about different spirits and how they can be twisted and corrupted into demons in this world, and how they embody, or typically embody, the 5 great sins, which is part of the Chant of Light in Dragon Age. Feelings like rage, desire, things like that, where you see those big demons come through in the video game, pride, etc. And I believe because we had started late, we did end up having a shorter episode, if I'm remembering right. So that was about as far as we got. We got the party, the companions as a whole, were reunited at the very end of the session. And so, as a result of that, let me find. That was actually, I had the wrong song. Oh well, that's fine. So we'll just pick up right where we left off. Telahn, Ghilane, Amihan, and Kata, you just got done dispatching a beast, and at the end, Shade, at the end of that combat, very shortly after, Evander and the girls have now arrived.
He has them both, like, tucked under him on either side, because it's a move, 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 move. Creatures are about. Move, 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 move. So he is definitely has them huddled pretty close. And then when he sees friends, companions, it's a very quick, like, push the children forward, and he will walk behind them.
I see my sister. I see my situationship. I go in that direction. Kind of. It's supposed to be a brisk walk, but sort of like when you move and you're wearing a lot of armor, it's noisy. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Like when they told you in Inquisition that if you have the mount, you move faster, but you don't because the engine couldn't do that. That is the speed of which Amihan is walking to y'all. Momentarily very, very relieved, and then very, very strict face again. Y'all about to get scolded. The collective.
I'm about to get scolded?
Yeah, I have words.
Go on, then.
Where were you 3?
I could ask you the same thing.
I was back in the hall.
Interesting. I was looking for the children.
We, as a group, were still looking for the children. You were nowhere to be found. This is your home, right?
Oh. You think this is my home?
You are our Fade expert.
He raises his eyebrow at him like a, oh, this is the route we're going. Oh. I woke up without you. Not in the room that we were in.
What moved you?
I don't know. I think it's... Well, it could have been... I have ideas. I want to call them a spirit, but at this point, it could be twisted into something worse. I'm unsure. I think it has been. I think they had something to do with it. They were certainly, the one that I think the girls, he looks down at them, with the little hands on, just the gentle hover hand of like, go forward, children.
Oh yeah, they step
released.
forward. They both look super nervous.
Yeah. The girls released it. I think that I'm going to call it a spirit, because he doesn't want to say the word. I think it had something to do with where I was at. It was trying to throw me off a cliff. Have me walk off on out a window. Maybe because it knows that I do this thing a lot? Perhaps. Or it was just a random joke. It's very mischievous.
I don't think I would use mischief for throwing people out of windows.
To a spirit, it can be. Their grasp on, life as a whole is a bit different.
Right. And now I look I look to the girls. And then I turn my head a little bit to where Kata is and be like, this is a tag team job.
Haas, very casually picks the halberd out of the ground where the shade had been, sets it onto his shoulders, and just slowly walks up and gestures for Quimet to move, like, you over there.
She immediately, head looking down, goes and does the thing. She knows she is in serious trouble.
Can you handle the other one?
Absolutely. I crouch down and get eye level. This you can have privacy. You're getting yelled at in the hall. Like this is how we doing it.
Oh boy.
I will follow where I sent my sister.
Yeah, she's standing in one of the little there's little kind of little coves in the hallway that would normally have something on display, but this one just happens to not. And she's just kind of looking up at you.
Which one of our scoldings do you want to hear first?
Yeah.
It's up to you. I think you should go first because we didn't have you last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want the treat. Give us a treat, please.
Yeah, give us the treats. I say as the
Quimet,
DM.
do you think of yourself as an intelligent person?
Yeah, usually.
While I am speaking to you right now, you will put a "sir" at the end of anything you say to me. Do you think of yourself as an intelligent person?
Generally, yes, sir. Big
You-
brother, sir.
Are a gifted individual. You realize that. You can access magic. You have been taken from a place where they would have made you into a weapon to be trained and taught effectively. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Wisdom is chasing you, and yet you are faster. What are you doing?
We were trying to play a prank on the shitty nobles.
Does this look like the end result of a prank to you?
Well, I didn't know it was gonna bring everything into the fate. I think I probably wouldn't have done it if I knew that was gonna happen.
What did you think
sir.
was going to happen? You are messing around with something that very few people understand. You are still in training. This is only the smallest bit of the worst thing that could have happened. The worst thing that could have happened is that you could have died. Do you understand that part?
She gets like big tears in her eyes. Yes, sir.
I am very, very happy you are alive.
I'm
Do
sorry.
not-
And she like hugs
Do
you.
not. He just takes in a breath and like holds her really close. Until I decide that you are ready, you are confined to your quarters when we get home. You are lucky you require food.
Okay. Sniff, sniff, crying all over your chest. Probably a little snot in there too. She's just crying.
I love you very much. I want you to succeed. You are given to a place that is willing to teach and to train you. I need you to understand and grasp how important it is for you to take this serious. No more of these. I will not always be here to help you.
Okay. I love you
Okay.
too.
I love
Sniff,
you
sniff.
very much. Go on, dry your eyes.
Sorry I got snot on your armor.
It's okay. There's been far worse on this.
Yeah, it kind of smells bad too.
When we get out of here, we will eat. We will discuss how we will handle your punishments when it comes to your training.
Okay.
Good.
Big anime eyes, Queen Matt, right now.
He just gives her a little kiss on the forehead.
She like wipes her eyes. Sorry.
And on the other side,
Yeah, and on the other side. Diddle-diddle-diddle.
Another
Reminder.
scolding.
Mhm. I crouch. Get eye level.
Actually, I think before this, I want to know what Telahn and Ghilane are doing in the middle of "Let's scold the children" moment. Before we get to the next children having a talk. Telahn, what are you doing while all this is happening?
Sky, I think you're muted, by the way.
Oh.
Telahn is acting under a very thin veil of like not being like not obviously listening. Like he's like leaning against like probably some rubble or something, just far enough away, especially with the raised voices, that he can hear, but not too far.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of like, just like cleaning his nails, like not reacting in any way, but like very obviously listening to all of it.
So eavesdropping, but trying to act like you're not eavesdropping, like you're trying to give them privacy, but you're not. So where are you standing?
Yeah,
while you
like
do
it-
this? Are you just down the hallway a bit?
Is there somewhere I can be in between the two scoldings?
Yeah, there's like side rooms. You can literally just stay in the hallway.
I
and you'll
step
hear
outside the
everything.
room, but then
Oh,
they're
you're
being
in the
scolded in the
hall.
hallway, and then
Sorry, I should.
then there's another piece
Yeah, I was
scolded
gonna
in the
say-
room.
I was gonna say sorry. I should illustrate a little bit better. The fight you just had happened in the hallway. That's also where
Oh,
you got
I see.
reunited. If you want to step into a side room to seem like you're giving them space or whatever, but like leave the door cracked, there's plenty of rooms you could like open.
No,
up.
I don't. It's okay. It's okay if they see me. He's not concerned about that.
So you're just also chilling in the hallway, trying to act like you're not watching, but you're watching.
He's being a smug little asshole. I think, like not outwardly, but like that. He's like,
Yeah.
yep, we shouldn't have brought kids.
Yep. Okay. And Ghilane, what about yourself?
The second we stopped fighting, Ghilane got down, like bent down to like his knees on the floor, and pulled out this onyx, this onyx brick. He places it on the ground, and he immediately has placed the sword that missed on it, and has started just hitting that. As this conversation is happening, as these scoldings are happening, every like 5 to 10 seconds, smash, just trying to like fix this weapon in focus now that he is recognizing where, like, obviously he knows he's in the Fade. He knows what just happened, but since that weapon did touch this faded creature, he's hoping that there's some sort of like either energy in it or like has soaked up something from the Fade to then weld into it, and he's trying to make that permanence happen. That's what's happening in his head. Of course, you guys just see a guy that just dropped down to his knees and just started like whacking his sword just to do that.
Just for my own brain, you put the
Sure.
sword down, you're hitting it with this onyx piece. Like, is that typically like
No, the
kind of
onyx piece
okay.
is like the anvil. I put
Yeah.
that on the bottom of the floor, so that
Okay.
is the floor black onyx
you're hitting
box
with the hammer
brick,
while it's okay.
and then
I
I'm hitting it with my hammer.
Give me
as I'm just
while you're
right in the
doing
middle
that
of
and
this.
are you trying to discern if there's like fade essence on your blade now?
Yep.
Roll me a
yep.
magic check.
Amazing.
And don't forget your
Oh,
dragon
this
die.
is good. Oh, this is good. 6 on the
Ooh.
dragon die, 6 and a 5, so 12, 15.
Very good.
Sorry, 17 plus.
Yes, 17 plus.
20.
Very good. That's incredible. You do this, and while you're doing this, you're seeing how the metal is reacting, trying to keep an eye for that essence, that thing that you search for constantly. And you do see that there is an essence of the Fade on your blade, but you realize as you are like, probably after like the second or third hit, this is where you realize, wait a second. I can't do this without my forge. But I have reason to believe that the Fade essence on this blade now will remain. Unless you cleanse it magically. So if you leave it be, you might be able to use it later.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Just for the atmosphere.
Sure.
I would like to be hitting it about 10 times so that
Sure.
it can be in between the conversations of these two yelling at their
Sure. Gotcha. And now we're
just to add a little bit.
just to add more to the tension. Okay.
Yeah.
So interspersed between these conversations is the sound of hammer hitting blade. So now we're going to switch scenes over to Amihan, Evander, if Evander will remain present for this
He will.
conversation, and Hanami.
He got his little arms crossed, waiting for Amihan to be done.
Yep. All right. Crouched, eye level. I kind of hold her arms or her hands a little bit. First thing I say, Telahn, are you hurt anywhere?
I don't think so, other than she like touches her head and she's got like a little cut. I think I said last episode she had a little cut.
Mm-hmm.
Just this.
When she goes to touch it, I kind of go to touch it to check it. You know, if it's surface level, that's fine.
It's pretty
Will it
surface
scar? There's like, there's a lot of things running through my head. And then, but like, it's not even a flesh wound. It's a scratch. So that's what keeps me calm for a bit.
Mhm.
And then I go, this will heal. May the gods be with you before I pluck your eyes out. What were you doing? You understand that we don't use magic here. This isn't the forest. We are in a city full of those fucking Shem. Evander cannot always protect you. You are young, you are a child. You and Quimet are both not Shem. There are different rules for us. What were you thinking? Were you thinking?
I mean, we didn't know it was dangerous. Not that that makes it right, but
It does not. You both are very, very powerful young mages. You are full of potential. There are things that I cannot teach you, and there are paths that I cannot take you down. But what I certainly can and have taught you was to use your head and think before acting. I understand this is a very exciting time for you now. But the worst that could happen has happened. Telahn, do you know where we are?
Evander said we're in the Fade.
And do you remember the stories I used to tell you of what our people used to tell us?
Yeah.
But
I didn't think that stuff was real. Not really.
our people have passed this down for generations. Whether it is truly real or not, it is still things to be learned and to be heard and to be respected. I am not the most devout to the gods, but I sure as hell do not appreciate being within Fen'Harel's domain. And I certainly do not appreciate you also being here. I understand that you will go through some other... I look to Evander like, you told me this. I don't know what these words are.
He just gives a nod to him like, yes. Just assuring.
You will be here when you are supposed to be, when you are ready, but you are not ready.
Okay.
Do you understand how serious this is?
Yeah, I think so.
And you understand whatever happens here is your responsibility, yes?
She just kind of stares a little bit because she's thinking about like everything she's seen so far. Yeah. She glances over to where Quimet is.
Oh, it's her responsibility as well. That's why I sent him off. It's not my duties to parent her. But it is my duty to parent you. I'm disappointed. But you will learn to do better.
I'll try. I don't really know what to say other than that we didn't know.
You still used magic in such a public area. With no supervision. On an artifact that was hidden behind glass, I would assume so as well.
He gives a nod.
Are you trying to take it?
We wanted to prank the nobles. She glances over towards Quimet again because it was very clearly not Hanami's idea to do this. But she's not arguing.
I mutter a few words. I swear to God, Amihan is not religious or superstitious, but like we're in the Fade now, so I gotta grasp onto everything at this point. God, my people, please feel me so that way we can get through this together. Just mutter a bunch of like a few words. Look back at her. And I look at Evander and be like, my job is to protect you both. So now you both do not leave my side.
Okay. She looks between Amihan and Evander, like, between them, like, waiting to see if she's gonna get yelled at.
Vander will not yell. He'll do it when there's... And he doesn't yell in general, but he will lightly scold her on the magical aspects of this when they are safe from it. He will give her a look and then look to Amihan. Are you done with her?
I'll stand up, yes. But I'm not done with you.
Oh, perfect. I was about to say
please.
the same thing. Both of these two.
Yeah.
I was...
Well, for the record, I found books that we will be keeping, but both of you will not be partaking in any reading. You're both fucking grounded.
Oh, you think this is my fault?
I don't think this is your fault, but I am trying to wrap my head around how easy it was for you to be taken you in your domain.
I am the reason those children live.
And I thank you for it.
Okay, well, that shows more than enough capability, I think. This is not a reflection on my teaching.
I think it's a reflection on both.
What about you? You're the one who... You weren't there when I woke up.
I was in the room where we last were.
Perhaps you got hit on the head harder than you thought.
I look you up and down and be like, yeah, perhaps I did.
Oh no. Him realizing he's went too far. You're alright though. Yeah? He kind of lowers his voice a little bit and makes sure that the little one, she is gone.
As soon as you turned your attention on each other, she immediately was like, bye.
Okay. They're having an adult conversation.
Yeah.
She just takes the dog and leaves.
Mm-hmm. She knows how these two are. She's been waiting. But you're fine. Really, I am actually asking, all things aside.
Yes.
Have you been looked over?
Extremely startled. I don't need to be looked over.
I could look over you if you'd like.
In the hallway?
Maybe you hit your head. Maybe you have a concussion. Have you thought about that?
My head is fine. My head is perfect.
Right. Right. Well, I'm just asking.
And
You're fine.
Window jumper.
I didn't jump from a window.
Did you want to jump through a window? Was this like mild possession?
No, it was a trick of the mind. It wasn't my body being controlled. I knew what way I was going. They just described... The spirit... Now that the baby is away, the demon, I think, from our interaction, they twisted the reality around me, made me think I was walking through the Grand Necropolis. But it was just off enough that I spotted the difference. But the way that they were taking me, I would have walked straight out that third story window. So clearly, that was her intent, or their intent. But no, I didn't make it that far. And the run-in with the demon was mild. I was able to free Quimet.
So she was possessed?
I'll speak to Kata.
That's bad, right? That's like very bad.
Yes, dear, that's very bad.
Oh, I'm not telling Kaz.
I am. That's a very serious thing. He needs to understand the gravity of what just happened.
Well, is she going to be alright?
She'll be fine. I caught it. But it means that both of them are very susceptible to this. Telahn and myself, we stand a better chance with the experience, but I haven't gotten to that part in her training yet. I didn't think it'd be applicable yet because I haven't introduced her into... She hasn't even...
Why would it be applicable yet?
She's a child. Look at her.
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm
just saying. But because of that, they have no experience with this, and truly, really, no one is safe. I'm hoping between Telahn and I, we can guide us out of here safely. So you, for once, are going to stick to my side. You're not taking point on this. I know you like to be upfront, but...
Congratulations, this is the one domain that I do not understand, and I am very not confident in.
So you agree?
Fine. Yes, I do.
So you agree I'm right? He does a little smile.
We found another thing.
What thing?
The sash. A part of it. It's not with me, it's with Ghilane.
Did we, GM, I didn't see any pieces of it, did I?
Nope.
No pieces where I was, okay, so we're still looking for the rest. Want to make sure I didn't gloss that over that. Okay. We should probably find the pieces, I would imagine. And deal with the, demon.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
If we kill a demon here, does it stay dead or does it poof back here?
That would be final.
Alright. Let's kill this fucker.
That's not that easy.
I take down dragons. A lot of things in life are easy.
This is different! What do you mean? You are in its domain, where it can shape reality around you.
I fight dragons in their domain, where they can fly in the fucking sky and rain fire or lightning or ice.
I do not think you grasp the gravity of this situation.
I grasp it entirely too well. We are 2 steps away from the Dreadwolf's door. I would like to remain in good graces.
I don't think the gods are gonna come get you. I think this... He lowers his voice. I think the demon upstairs that is possessing the children is going to be your problem.
Everything here is my problem.
Do not shrug this off. You know what? Just, please. He kind of simmers down a bit. Please do not stray from me again. Twice or not.
Alright, Milan. I will not stray.
What does that mean?
If we live, I'll tell you.
No, come back. And he will... If he goes to turn, he will grab him by his furs that are around his neck and pull him back, and he will give him a kiss.
There you go. That's a great... See, Maggie, now if you want to kill me, this is a great way to ambush me. I'm very caught off guard.
I've got him distracted, boys.
And then the demon appears behind you. Just kidding.
Full possession. You ready?
The demon
ready
sensed gay.
That's very the demon sensed the gay. So it was
The desire demon sensed the gay.
the entire party has witnessed this, including the children, because you are
Oh,
in
no!
the hallway.
I was like, yeah, we're in the hallway. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you gotta have a
So
smooch.
gay, my ear came off, y'all.
Dude,
Okay, so
unelfed that man.
Unelfed.
Unelfed.
This is what happened. No, I'm not
You
gonna make
kissed him
that joke
so
here.
hard he unelfed himself.
Oh no.
Now he's just a shell.
It's exactly
Anyway,
what Thetis wants.
I can't.
After his, well, if you have something you want to do.
I kiss back. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
confused, but I'll kiss back.
Okay, he will pull back. I will agree to that deal. but you do have to tell me.
Can't believe you spent 2 years with us and you still didn't pick up any Elven.
Matt rolls his eyes.
Evander, who speaks, I think, like 4 different languages already.
Oh yeah, speaks like 4 different languages, just not Elven, but lives with 2 elves. He's at his max. He can't learn any more. Brain too full.
So I think
gotta get rid of another.
while this is happening, Hanami is chilling next to Telahn with Tiger, and Hanami just kind of like peeks up at Telahn like, do you think if they're too busy smooching, they might ground me for less time?
They certainly do seem distracted, don't they?
She nods, but she's smiling because she approves.
I'm sure we can arrange more alone time for them later.
Do you think you can get us out of this and, like, undo what we did?
There's certain things that can't be undone, like lives lost. But I think that we have a capable group here, and I just saw Kata split a demon in 2 with barely an effort, so I think the odds are pretty good that we can find our way back.
Wait, so a lot of people died?
Telahn, like,
They haven't.
oh
been
yeah,
down-
they
haven't
didn't
been-
tell them about all the people that are dead because of what they
They
did.
haven't been downstairs. Yeah, they're gonna see it eventually.
Yeah, no, it's better. Well, didn't mean to be the one to tell them, but I guess, people were hurt. It's hard to say. Everything's so upside down in the Fade, but people have been hurt, and that's already done, and all we can do is move forward. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, okay.
Magic is a dangerous thing.
You ever heard?
That doesn't make it wrong. I have seen mages driven to terrible, awful things because of the way they are treated.
Is that why we have to hide all the time?
I do think you are much better off with your brother and with Evander than you would be at a tower, I can tell you. Judging from how today's gone, I don't think you would have too much fun in the tower. So yes, it is wise to keep these things close to yourself.
I've heard stories about towers in town. I hear they lock you up in your rooms at night.
Yeah, grounding is, I guess I would say nothing compared to being in a tower. So at least think of it that way. If you do get grounded, if they aren't distracted enough, could be worse.
But you're not in the tower anymore, right?
No, I am not, and I think he's realizing, I don't think he's really told anyone here that he's escaped from it. I don't think he's close enough to anyone. Like, they've seen him around at things and stuff, but he was kind of just pretending to be an emissary of the tower, so, mages are not all required to stay in towers, and perhaps that is a future we may be looking at, if we have a chance to change things. They're going to change, but listen, you just need to be careful. Take care of yourself. things are going to be very dangerous for mages, and I know they already were, but even worse than before. But perhaps on the other side, we'll have something better for all of us.
I like the way you think about this stuff. I hope so too. People should, be treated nicely. Elves and mages.
That they should.
Qunari.
Yes, every single person is capable of right kindness or horrible evil. It does not matter. Anyone can do any of it, and anyone can learn from their mistakes as well.
She nods. I hope we can get out of here so I can actually learn from mine.
Well, are you going to be the one to break up that? And he'll gesture over at Evander and Amihan. Because if that goes on too long, we might never have the chance, actually.
She kind of peeks over, like she's been trying not to look, because she's like, oh, I noticed that it happened. I approve. I respectfully look in the other direction. She just she peeks back over, and she's like, hey, is this really the time? Not to discourage, romance. Because I'm not discouraging romance. Romance is great.
Push off of him.
Please don't act like you did not want this to happen.
You can see she got. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Thank you very much. He did. He did want it.
As a thing, before we fully break from that, as that conversation was happening, I'd like for Koss to approach Ghilane. Just go into a crouch next to him while he's working. Are you all right? You are muted.
As you stand down, Ghilane stands up because it's only it only takes about 4 or 5 hits for them to recognize him to recognize this, and so he's just holding up his sword as he passes by you, and he'll look at you and he'll say, "Yes, Koss. What? Did I get you?"
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
How often have you swung your weapon not out of practice?
How often have I swung my weapon?
At another person.
At another person. Well, this might have been maybe the 10th slash that I've ever done. Yeah.
Do you know what part of the Qunari trading is for warriors?
Would my character know that?
Probably not.
Okay, great. No, I haven't heard.
We are, and he pulls out one of the smaller axes. Smaller for Koss.
Yeah.
We are trained to view every strike we take as a killing blow. Every strike. When we train with our sparring partners, it is not bouncing weapons against each other. We try to kill those we train with. We are stopped because we are told to stop. You were not trained to kill, were you?
I'm trained in the craft of helping others fight against those that they otherwise could not stand up to.
It's a noble craft.
I'm a difference maker. That's why I work endlessly to help those in need, and to make sure that the second that my sword is swung, that they only have to swing once.
Don't misunderstand. I am not scolding.
I don't think you are. I just believe in my tools, in my trade. And though I've not fought against many, I believe in my weapon. I believe in the hard work that I've put in, and the hours that I've spent with this metal are endless. And if we are one, I have nothing to fear. But I've not gone against enemies like this. Fear aches in me. Thoughts, anxious feelings, desire, all of these bleed into my swing. And for that, I must hone myself even sharper.
Are these enemies different from a bandit, a murderer, a thief?
Yes. Yes, they are. For I've seen my swords be wielded against bandits, enemies, war leaders, and they've met their mark, ended their lives. But I've never once made a sword that could take me here, that could cut through to where I need to be.
Yet, gestures to the sword, and then to where the demon probably died. And yet, your sword worked. So, they bleed like people. They die like people. If your fear is of the unknown, you know now. Don't swing with anxiety over the unknown. Swing to honor the craft you've created. The greatest gift you as a blacksmith can ever create is a weapon you yourself are proud to wield. Be proud to wield that.
I've yet to find one that a weapon that I've so wholeheartedly desired to be mine. There was no
Good.
need. But now, here, I find it. He lifts up the blade, and I see it. The blade I've been searching for. I need to find my forge as quickly as possible. I need to get back.
Good.
And he'll kind of trail off from there.
Good. Then on the way to your forge, we'll cut down as much shrock as we possibly can. I want to make sure that blade of yours is well wetted with blood, so that when the fire of your forge kisses it, it creates a beautiful, beautiful weapon. It just puts a massive hand on your shoulder, gives it a grip, and starts to walk.
At that point, too, he'll definitely, like, chuckle out, you know, like a hearty laugh. And he'll give you, like, kind of like a back of his fist, like, bump to your chest. This is good. Need more people like you around me. I like knowing that the strength behind the blade is of equal strength to the blade. I've met many that have just searched for something that could solve all of their problems. But the
I promise
solvent
you.
is you.
I promise you, friend, there are 0 people like me.
That I can see. And that I like. Do we want to keep walking? Or are
Yeah,
we
I
walking
think with
forward?
that, we reunite with the rest of the crew.
I love you, Manic Pixie Dream Girl Cascada. You're
Yes.
You're everything I want.
Yes.
Agreed.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl Cascada. I love that. So you all continue onwards. I did want to call out. So you obtained the books that you found previously. Now that you have slain the immediate danger, you are free to investigate the things that you have found. You're free to roam around and kind of look for clues. Just tell me where you want to go, and we'll go there.
I think if Amihan has told anyone, like, oh no, Evander's grounded and can't read these, Koss would, like, look at the books and then gesture to his own pack, like, put, like, half in here.
No, I'm keeping that grounded because I'm just being a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you a
And-
kiss and you're not gonna give me a book as a treat?
Damn.
Oh.
We're not safe. Books are for safety. You can't read in this unsafe environment. It does not promote education in this space.
That's fair. He
I
knows
guess
his
the
man will be
game's over,
distracted.
y'all. You can't investigate. You're stuck in the fate.
I'm not grounded. I'm not
Yeah,
grounded.
Talon can read.
Talon's not
Talon's
grounded. Talon's allowed to read.
Talon's here to save the day. Truly.
Oh yeah. If I guess I've heard this conversation.
You
That-
heard. Everybody
that
heard
Evander's not allowed
everything
to
that
read.
has been said. Unless y'all specifically went to another room during any of these talks, you were all just out in the hallway doing this.
Does Amihan still? Do you have the books? Are they like out somewhere, or where are the books?
I had them with me because like we were like carrying them, right? So, I'll just give them back to you so you could start reading. But either way, we still have to tell Koss about Quimet's possession situation.
And the rest of the party.
Yes. Why don't you
Rest
do
of the
that?
party, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, we can
I
tell
was-
the party.
No. Oh, I heard y'all talking.
Talon said it. Already knew.
I wasn't doing anything else, but
Yeah.
I'll just crack open a book and like you can just walk away from Telahn. Like he's like, yeah, okay, go to have your little chat, and he'll crack open the first book. Also is listening.
I love how
Listening
much
to
of a
the
gossip
team.
Talon
Nosy
is.
bitch.
Nosy
Yeah.
bitch.
Dude, you
I
gotta
love
be
it. You
in
got
these
it.
times at an Orlais ball. Like that's what you
Circle
gotta do.
mages.
That is time.
Circle mages
Oh,
are
gotta listen to the whispers.
notoriously nosy bitches.
100%.
One
That's
day
all
you
we
get
got.
Entertainment in the circle
Exactly.
is eavesdropping. So Evander, are you approaching Koss?
Yes.
This conversation. Do you pull him
And he wouldn't-
aside away from the group, or
He would. I mean, it is important to know. So I don't think he necessarily pulls him aside. And these people aren't. Maybe if they were around a group that's like, a little touchy around mages, but no one
Yeah.
here has proven themselves to be,
yeah?
weird about that. So it's safe.
You've got 2 mages and 2 mage juniors in your party. You're pretty much stacked with mages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mage maxing.
Mage maxing.
We're mage maxing out. So, but he would kind of slide up to him. If you are done with Quimet, Kata, I would like to discuss a bit more what happened.
Quimet looks up at Koss. Can I go sit with Hanami?
You may sit with Hanabi. You may not leave my sight. You may not go anywhere else. If I find out that you went anywhere without me being able to see you, I am going to cut off your hands and feed it to Tiger.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sit down now.
I'll watch them. I'm just gonna.
Thank you.
Yeah. be with the girls. If we're getting kidnapped, the three of us are getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen at this point. Oh my god.
Evander, you do not normally use my full name in that tone of voice. Normally it is whining followed by request to be carried somewhere, or it is some manner of task of which you would like me to do. What is it?
When I woke up and I did not know where the girls were, when I found them, he looks like he does not want to say it, but he will. He pauses for a moment. Quimet was possessed. And is no longer. I ensured that. She is safe now, but having that happen to her so young, and she is not prepared to protect her mind against these kinds of things. It takes a long time, and even then, even at my age, it's still difficult to protect yourself against these things.
Go on. You have something you wish to state.
We need to be prepared for it possibly happening again.
How does one prepare for that? I'm not going to like this answer, am I?
Well, there is no surefire way, but that I know of yet. Especially if we were back home, I'd have suggestions, but here, they are more powerful here. It is their domain. And I am telling you to prepare you mentally for that outcome, and that it is possible, should it happen again, to rid her body of it. It's just not a pleasant sight, and you love her very much.
If she is possessed again, you can take care of the demon.
I can get it out of her.
That is all I need.
Yes.
This thing that possessed her, it is still here.
It is.
What is it? What kind of being? I understand it is probably a demon. What kind of demon?
I did not have long enough to truly examine it. I have an inkling that it is... I mean, they're typically born from normal things, normal emotions that get twisted. That could be an emotion that the girls were feeling when we were scooped here. That was twisted with their fear. But it was a very... I do not know how to twist curiosity. But it was playful, almost, with me. Most demons would attack on sight. Most. This one wanted to play. Tease. Like it wanted to play a game with me, essentially.
That's different?
It is. I have not met one like that before.
So something new.
Yes.
This must be an exciting time for you.
If 2 children were not here, certainly.
You are very bad at lying. You are very excited to be here.
He smiles a little bit. I am. But I am actually concerned about them.
How do we get out? You do not know.
I have theories. Typically, I do the opposite. I pull things from the Fade to our home. I do not... but that typically requires me to be on the other side of those things. That being said,
There is a focal point.
that is... I did get myself out of the dream that it manifested, I believe, for all of us.
I saw a ocean. And that the sky changed color. I do not dream often, if at all. So it was different.
We could try and reverse that, but even then, it'd be very difficult to do with... It requires a great amount of power, and there's just myself and Telahn. I don't know if the two of us could pull it off.
There is 2 others.
I would rather not involve them.
They are already involved. They are here.
He will turn to... Where's Telahn? Where's my mage? Where's the other mage? Need
Not
help.
far.
He will kind of turn
He's just got
to
a book in front of his face, but he's pretty close by.
Telahn, perhaps you could offer some knowledge. If at all, I'm still very unsure, actually, your focus. We've only talked at length about magic.
My focus, entropy magic.
Ah.
And you?
Necromancy.
Right, Mortalitasi.
Yeah, you got me.
Should have seen that one coming.
Just gives a yeah, that's kind of what we do.
These are words.
These are words indeed. Not necessarily the most optimal ones for getting us out of the Fade, but I mean, I've been here before. Surely you must have. I actually don't know how Mortalitasi tests their mages. Have you been to the Fade before?
He gives a nod.
Right. Well, in my experience, you have to... It's like being trapped in a nightmare, right? And we need to wake up.
Right.
To do so, we'll have to defeat the thing that is trapping us here. It sounds as if you have very much described what that might be. That you've already possibly encountered it, or something that works closely with it, Evander.
We have to defeat the demon that was possessing my sister.
Nods.
In theory.
Well, the task is simple then.
Uh-huh.
In theory.
Yeah. The mage is yeah, sure.
I mean, if you do swing the axe like that every time, then... Wait, was it an axe? His weapon's an axe?
Yes.
Okay,
All of my
if
weapons are axes.
If you proceed to swing your axe like that, I do think we have a pretty good chance of defeating it, but it could be clever, I should say. We should keep an eye open for any tricks or any distractions that might split us apart.
So I am to pretend that this demon is Evander. It is very clever, very tricky. We'll attempt to distract and beguile.
Oh, goodness. He gives a little eye roll, but gives a little shrug, yeah.
Haas has a little smirk on his face of I am teasing.
That
Yes,
would do.
it might like shiny things as well,
Oh,
like Evander.
goodness. That's true.
Perfect. Understood.
If it were that easy.
If it is a curious sort, we are in this Fade's version of the castle. Where would you most find yourself if you were a curious being?
There are plenty of artifacts lying around, are there not?
Artifact, sure. Where would one store the most of them?
Ah, good idea. I assume there's a treasury.
More than likely.
We could head there.
And if there isn't, we can always gather some supplies down there along the way and then find a way back out.
He nods.
On that same note, I am not going to blame you for what happened with my sister and their friend and your apprentice at all. It is the discretion of my sister to be, unfortunately, unknowing of her abilities. I will leave whatever any of that is to gestures to Amihan. That is under their discretion.
I don't blame either. They both did it together. They share it in the responsibility.
On a similar note, if the subject has come up that we may have to rid ourselves of this creature, demon or otherwise, if the theory holds that it is powerful, then that just makes me more excited. Since the last one proved to be a little disappointing.
I mean, yes, you could maybe let me take a swing this time. Just one.
Cast your spells faster. And I will gesture for the rest to, like, are we good?
I think we
you're
can
right.
move.
So you are moving to, what are you looking for?
Like a treasury.
A
Probably.
treasury.
Or like, you know.
Yeah.
Like a storage room for the artifact, something
Yeah,
like that.
storage.
Yeah,
whatever
like
they
based on our knowledge of where they were pre-fade.
Where do you
outside
keep
of
the
fade.
fancy shit?
Yeah,
We would follow along that path probably.
So the main level, so there's 3 levels I think I described that are accessible to you. There is the basement, there is the floor where everything happened, the party, and then there's the floor that you are on, the top floor.
Do we think phase?
You have passed rooms that have plaques near the doors that say, you know, processing room, storage room. You don't think there was a storage room on the main floor. But I don't know that you explored the whole floor. You did explore the entire floor. So you think that if it's not one of the rooms up here, if you check the doors up here, it might be the basement. If there is a basement, because the building's in the fade.
Oh.
You're not sure.
Let's check the doors then, I guess.
Sure.
The basement is so funny because can you imagine if like this whole building went and then the basement didn't? It's just a hole in the ground with a lot of expensive things.
It's like, oh,
That's a basement.
Pillage, Orlay, pillage.
Pillage. Okay, so let me double check to see what kind of roll that would be. You guys are searching. I will take a group. So from all of you, perception.
Okay.
I'm so perceptive. I'm not a big meathead.
The most heckin' perceptive.
I'm not made of beef. Let's go.
You are still made of beef, let's be real.
Toss is only made of beef.
Yeah.
So let me know I'll call out for everybody's totals, and don't forget the dragon die. We'll start with May. What did Telahn get?
14 with a 5 on the dragon.
Excellent. Jhevaunte.
A 10.
What's the dragon die?
2.
Oh. Aki?
We love the meat man.
Yes, we do love the meat man.
We love the meat man.
Meat man. I have a question actually. Can I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Amihan is perceptive. I also have a dog.
Oh yeah, you can roll. You can roll for tiger. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then for Amihan got like 14. I'm just gonna do tigers real quick.
What's your
And the dragon die was 4.
Okay.
But Tiger gets. Oh my god. 16 with a 6 on the dragon die.
Let's go.
I'm more perceptive, but like, goddamn, the dice just only like my dog.
Ghilane.
Can you blame him?
I got a 12 with a 5 on the dragon
That's
die.
good. And Momo.
I have a 17 with a 6 on my dragon die.
17 with a 6.
'Cause
Wow.
I'd be
fantastic.
peeping. It's just a good
pretty
roll.
pretty awesome rolls across the board. Obviously with the exception of cost, but that's actually like technically like success level. That's not a failure 10 in this game, so still pretty good.
I made a beef. Let's go.
It's our strong
made
guy.
beef.
Our wise
yes.
strong guy.
So, you as a group, you kind of you split up, but you're still like within view of everybody while you're like checking doors and looking at the different nameplates on the doors. And you do eventually figure out that there is one particular room on this floor that is marked for artifact processing, and it is indeed in the direction, Evander, that you last saw the spirit or demon or whatever it is go. So it's in the general direction of where you saw the spirit go towards, the entity go towards.
I would point that out then. Give a little point in the direction. I believe actually it's the same way that I saw the demon head the last time. I saw it.
Oh, good. My theory held true.
So it did.
So you
A
approach
little bit
the,
of pride in myself.
you approach the door. It doesn't appear to be damaged, and there is a brass plate kind of affixed to the wall that says processing room.
Oh.
That term feels more ominous.
Artifact,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like where they process the artifacts before they put them on display.
Vague processing.
I don't know if there's a typical name for that. I have no idea how that goes in museums.
No, I like processing room.
No, I like processing room.
Okay,
It's just
cool.
It's
it
vague
feels-
and ominous.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just in the fade. The term processing room is really vague and scary. Yeah, is it locked?
No, it's not locked. You can just open the door
Hell
if that's what you're
yeah.
doing. Yeah.
All
I'd
right.
like to go first.
I am made of beef. Should I open the door?
I nominate Kata, yes.
If you would like to go first, I think that makes sense.
One stay behind me.
Okay.
Okay,
We
well-
got
So.
prime rib over here opening the door.
Yeah, I opened the door.
Real quick, just for flavor, just
Yeah, sure.
because I want to have some kind of fun here, I think I would really like it if Ghilane also went for the door at the same time. And just like we did the last time we went through a door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get wedged
yeah,
in.
just continue that a little bit.
Absolutely.
But we'll definitely like let you through first. It's just more so like, we're gonna always meet here in the
Yep.
middle of a doorway. Thank you so much. That's all.
Yeah, of course. So you both head for the door. You have your little shuffle, and then Koss will actually open up the door.
Yeah.
What you see inside. What you see inside. Oh wait, my notes are on the document, not in my paper notes. Excuse me. You see a pretty well-kept room. It's quite large. There's a variety of crates kind of stacked along the walls, kind of in the back. There's different tables, displays, display cases, etc. Basically like storage type, like different kinds of shelving and cabinetry and things of that nature. Basically for like processing artifacts. So you see some things that have been knocked onto the floor and are very clearly lost and broken. You see some things that look weirdly pristine, like this whole place wasn't turned upside down, literally. You see a few pieces of paper floating mid-air, just frozen. You see pieces of glass that look to be pieces of perhaps a broken mirror that you have yet to find the broken frame of, also kind of glittering in the air, and they're just suspended. They're not moving, they're not twisting or turning, they're not orbiting anything, they're just still in the air. In the center of the room is a large desk that you expect might have had paperwork all over it, because there's papers everywhere, some of which are floating, some of which are on the floor, and books which have been seemingly, they're scattered across the top of this desk and also onto the floor. It's kind of a mess in here and weirdly pristine in other areas of the room. It's almost as though the Fade was very selective, even if there was no rhyme or reason to it, as to why some of it is completely undamaged and some of it is wrecked. It's nonsensical. That is what you see.
I'd like to go check out the dissensical part.
Yeah.
Which is
like
the
to
whole
see
room.
where-
Yeah, you want to look at the
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
part of the room? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So Kata, you look, and I imagine you are like, looks clear, because there's nothing in here. There's no
Nothing's in here.
figures. And that allows Ghilane to kind of move in as the other warrior in the group. What do you move towards first, Ghilane?
You said that there were books like strewn everywhere.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So like that area, any place that it's kind of like
So the large
looking like
desk.
there have been searching,
Sure.
like I would like to move over there first.
Excellent.
for
So
sure.
you move over to the large desk in the center of the room. It also, you expect the chair lying on its side on the other side of the room looks kind of similar stylistically to the desk. So you're like, okay, these two things go
Okay.
together. What are you looking at first? There's papers everywhere. There's books.
Yeah, if I see any like, are there any drawers that are like pulled open, anything like that
In the
around
desk,
the desk?
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I would check those first.
Sure.
for
So
sure.
you check the drawers. You see various like writing implements. You see blank paper in one of the drawers. You see some other bits and bobs, like things for repairing, sewing needles, very fine tools such as those that would be used for restoring delicate artifacts, magnifying
for me.
glasses, etc. You see things like that. I will say, roll me before we go any further. Roll me. Oh, I forget. It would be. Roll me perception one more time.
Okay. Okay, well, all right. So I got a 13 plus 2, so 15, but a 1 on the dragon die.
That's okay. You rolled high enough overall that it's not going to affect you negatively.
Thank goodness.
You're kind of sifting through, and you're like, okay, nothing too interesting here, nothing too interesting here. And then you notice, you look down, because you notice a color that you hadn't quite noticed before. And you look down, and one of the, actually a few of the pieces of paper, and one of the books that's kind of turned over so that the cover is facing up, but it's open.
Yeah.
There is blood splattered across a bunch of the paper in this specific area, like right next to where you're standing. Right beneath your feet, in fact. And over the cover of this book. But you see no viscera other than the blood, no evidence of somebody who's been hurt. But that's what you see.
I'll definitely call attention to that in the group. Could this be blood magic? What has happened here? Looks like everything has been I don't know if this took place before or after we shifted to the Fade, but if it's after, there's definitely more here. Someone else here. Is there, I guess I'll start searching for like some sort of key. Do I see any sort of like key to any sort of like room, basement specifically, I guess, but like something that would lead us to another place to go?
Yeah, you look around at these items. You notice that there is writing on some of these pages. If you pick up the book, you can see that it is like a note-taking journal of some kind. It's like a hand-bound kind of tome. You don't find any keys in the area of the desk, however.
Okay. I'll just continue to pick up stuff and just see what I find around there.
Yeah, you're snooping around.
So.
What's everybody else doing while we have this scene?
I think, just because he's probably unsure of what else to do, but there's the chair in front of the desk, right?
The chair is on the opposite side of the room from the desk. Like, it got thrown.
He's probably just going to go ahead and, like, grab that and just start dragging it over towards the desk.
So you hear the loud scraping of heavy wood, solid wood against stone tile floor as it just screeches across the floor as you drag it over with rather painful sound. The girls kind of cover their ears like, come on, just pick it up. But you do it anyway, all the way over to the desk and where Ghilane is standing.
Set it in front and then, like, look to Ghilane and then just casually gesture to, like, you can sit now.
Oh yeah, he'll sit immediately, just like sitting down, like, I'm not skipping a beat.
This man brought me a chair, I sit.
Yes, I can search easier this way.
And in the meanwhile, because he is not, I am not built for this, I'm going to just stand guard near the center of the room.
Okay.
While all this is happening, what are our mages doing?
Yeah, let's mage up, mage. Mage brother.
Mage the mage.
Mage brother. Mage to mage.
Mage.
Yeah.
Mage.
Not me putting that in chat right as you said it.
Momage.
Momage?
What's up? What's up, Momage and Mage? That's us.
That's it. That's the plan.
That's it. They just say that to each other. I think he would go towards the blood and maybe like, if Telhahn's not already over there, just kind of like give a little gesture of like asking, like a little hand gesture of like, come here.
Okay. Yes.
He kind of goes to touch the blood and are you very experienced with blood magic? Oh, rather, have you seen it before?
I have seen it. I have no experience, of course.
Of course.
But
Of course.
Of course, eyes emoji.
We would never do blood magic.
Mages.
Would I don't know if through magic or something like that, if I'm able, like, I don't know if this would be something you can determine. Can I determine if there's, like, magic usage or, like, lyrium or whatever it is, like, intertwined with the blood, or?
Yeah, absolutely. You can,
what should I roll for that?
You can definitely roll for that. Roll me a magic.
Magic.
If you both would like to do this while you're examining the
Yeah.
crime
let's do it
scene. Why did I call it a crime scene? It's not a crime scene.
Sweats. Sweats.
Examining the scene.
Okay.
Let's do
Sus.
some magic.
Which CSS?
Well, on my part, I rolled a 16 with a 4 on the dragon dice.
Very nice.
Okay, I've got. I'm doing math. 6
Mage math.
11.
Mage math.
Let's do 13. 13 plus 4 is 17.
17.
Let's go.
2 on my dragon die, though.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh my god, look at us balling with our magic.
Ballin'.
Dude, we're
help
magic
it.
balling. Can't help but ball out here.
You both did very well. You have this conversation and you both have the same thought at the same time, and you channel.
Same brain worm.
You channel your magic, pulling at the strings of, really just magic in the world and in the Fade.
Mm-hmm.
What you imagine is reality. And so you imagine, and you pull at the thread until you realize, okay, so there's nothing demonic here. This is human blood, but there is a sense of magic on it. It feels familiar, in fact, to you, this blood. And you notice as you're examining this that Tiger kind of like steps up and starts sniffing while you're all, looking at this, and is like sniffing at the blood and kind of looks up and kind of like ears perked, like she's trying to like look around for whatever the smell is as well, and walks over to Quimet and Hanami, who both have been slightly injured. But Tiger is nudging Quimet's side. Like, are you okay? Like, checking on her.
Evander, is this the room you came from before?
You made it?
He shakes his head. No, we were in a different room when I found her. Oh, I wonder how long. He kind of quiets because he does not want Quimet to hear. I wonder how long she was under its influence.
Would Tiger, I guess this would be a question I would ask Amihan as we're peering over at the blood. Would Tiger be able to, obviously I'm sure he can figure out who this belongs to, but do you think you could instruct him to find more blood like this? Perhaps there's a trail that can lead us to something?
I can try, but we're after their scent, and the scent is on the girls. You can see how it gets puddled. I will try, though.
There's no way she could still be. And I'll look to Evander.
He also gives you the slow head shake of surely not. How fresh is it? Did we say?
No, we did not say. That's a good point. I should have said
Is it
that.
wet?
My apologies.
Or is it sticky?
All of your checks were more than good enough to be able to tell this, including Ghilane's. It's dry.
Okay.
And the wound on Quimet's hand from the glass is not actively bleeding right now. It's obviously it's fucked up because she cut her hand.
Yeah.
But
not
she's
active.
not. Yeah, her hand's not dripping blood anymore. It was when you
Okay.
found her.
This had to be from before, I would assume.
Okay. Well, she has an injury. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's not like a demon could make her do blood magic. She would have had to choose to do that.
Quimet?
She wouldn't know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
He has not taught her how to do that.
They are all in the room because they were told to stay in line of sight to
Him
toss.
worried
I've been
now.
watching them the whole
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, they haven't tried. They have tried nothing. They are just standing there, and now everybody's looking at them. Yeah.
How far is she?
She's, I imagine, towards the entrance to the room while you guys investigate.
Would you come here, please?
Okay. And Quimet will walk over to you.
And he will crouch down. Very gently. He's not upset. His
You can see her
features
little
are...
eyes are still red from crying.
Oh, baby. Oh. I know you don't remember much. But if you did anything, like perhaps... Do you remember when you cut your hand?
Yeah, a little bit. It happened when we were reaching in the case to grab the sash.
And then you cut it.
Not on purpose. It was an accident.
Yes, of course, an accident. Do you remember what you were thinking when you did that?
We were trying to make mischief. That's kind of it, really.
There we are.
It was supposed to be a joke.
Yep. That is okay. That is all I wanted to know. You can go back to Hanami.
Okay.
When we found
Looks-
the little bit, the little bit of scarf that we found, didn't it have like writing on it that only I think Evander would be able to read? Can we?
Yes.
Can we? Ghilane, do you still have that? Perhaps it's activated.
Yeah,
I
I'll
know
pull
she
it
did
up.
not intend to, but perhaps you can read this. We found it while we were separated.
Having me read it?
Oh no, sorry, Evander. I think it was a
Oh, yeah,
Deventer,
yeah.
It's a Deventer.
or what was the writing?
Oh, I can read to Vin. I can read to Vin.
Yeah.
I forget if it's to Vinter or did I say it was to Vinter? I think it was to Vinter.
It is. It is. It
I
is
think so.
old.
It
is,
was
It is
something-
old to Vinter like
Yeah,
symbols
old
of the
Tevinter.
occult.
It is because
I just
think
remember us
y'all
being like,
literally-
"Dang, I wish Evander
Yeah.
was here."
I wrote down those notes so that way
Yeah.
I could tell this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not Navarin, but your work with the Mortalitasi makes you more
does know
aware of
Tevin, yeah.
Tevinter, old Tevinter.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you hand it to him?
Ghilane does, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ghilane.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I
so-
pulled it out
Okay.
and handed it to you.
Excellent. So as you hand this over and you sit down to examine this thing, this is where we're going to take our little break here because we're a little later than usual with the break. So we're gonna take a quick 10. Everybody get up, stretch, get a little snack, get a little drink. Don't forget to hydrate, and we'll see you in
Do a
10.
little blood magic.
Do a little blood magic. We'll see you in
As a
10.
treat.
Do a little blood
As a
magic.
blood magic ritual, you know.
But it does make you more susceptible to demon. Never mind.
Well,
never
you know,
mind.
we'll
Do what you
we'll
want.
see you change.
Do what you want.
We'll see you all in 10. Bye.
Bye.
Hi everybody, we're back. We had our little breakies. We hope you did too. Please let us know if the sound has changed at all. It probably hasn't, but you never know with OBS. If
True.
things still sound good, let us know in chat. And on that note, the thing where we left off was you talked to Quimet, who cut her hand in the process of reaching into the display case and grabbing the artifact, the sash that you found that the entity came out of, supposedly. And you kind of tried to tiptoe around the "did you do blood magic" conversation, to which she was like, I don't know, I just cut my hand on the glass while I was reaching in there. I wasn't like doing it on purpose. And Telahn and Evander asked her, what were you thinking about when you did that? And she said, making mischief.
Yeah, I gotta read the scarf.
Yes. Now you've been given
Yeah.
a scrap. Well, not a scrap. A like torn piece of this sash, which you did not see. You were not present for the initial happening of this happening. Words. The initial event that occurred to cause all of this to happen. I can talk. It's been a long day. So Evander, you did not see this. Telahn, you absolutely did witness this. So just so we're clear on who has seen what up until this point. Evander, for you, this is the first time you have seen this artifact up close, or a piece of it up close. It is older, Tevinter origin type fabric. It has ancient faded bloodstains on it already. And it does have Tevinter symbols stitched into this sash, what remains of this sash. So, as you roll to determine, let's see, I think, I think we'll do a magic roll. As you look at this, because you already speak. Well, you already at least can read at the very bare minimum. Yeah. Old Tevinter language. So roll me magic to see how accurately you can determine.
Okay. Let's go, Evander. Do your thing. Roll them individually. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. Let's see. 11 plus 4. 15 with a 3 on my dragon die.
Okay. You can tell that this is most certainly old Tevinter symbols of the occult, very specifically detailing out, as you know, with magic items, some that have symbols like this in it, that is part of weaving the spell and the magic that maintains the item. It's clearly very, very old. You can tell by the quality of the fabric, the old stains, the smell of it. It does not smell great. But these symbols, what you can see of it, very clearly with the use of blood magic, and for enhancing both magic and specifically the use of blood magic. That is what this item is for. And I believe one of the rest of you, I forget who it was, possibly Ghilane or Amihan, I forget who, found the plate for this display. And the item is called the Sash of Forbidden Secrets.
Yes, I did.
And you did relay that to Evander, I believe, at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Between that name, which you feel like you might have heard, and seeing the symbols, you're like, oh, this is a very bad item. Why was this on public display?
Oh yeah. He's giving a peek. He's touching it. He's looking at it. You know, the first thing I have to wonder is why the hell it was here. That seems horribly unsafe, and I'm sure they had no consultant that was a mage. That's besides the point.
It was to be bought and sold, Vanan. They don't consult anyone for those things.
No, of course not. Well, I do wonder if they knew. They probably didn't know what it was. This is used for blood magic to enhance it.
Oh.
This is a very. He kind of looks at it kind of with not quite disgust, a little bit disgust and fascination of like I should not even be holding this kind of look.
I will say you recognize that you're only looking at a piece of the sash. You won't know what the full spell work is of this item until you find enough of the rest of it to read the entire spell.
Oof.
I am going to need more of this. It's cut off. I can't read the entire spell.
We could find more. We could look.
If you read the spell, do you undo it?
He
that?
gives you a shrug, and then looks at Telahn like, eh.
I'll shrug back at you.
It could go either way, honestly. A lot of magic is guesswork.
This whole event is guesswork.
This is why I swing swords.
Yes.
And we'll need that later too, I'm sure.
Oh, we will. I'm sure.
Now, were you, like,
But-
whispering this? Or did you say it aloud in the
No, he
room that
said
you
it-
were in?
He said it aloud.
The girls start, like, patting themselves down to see if they have anything. They're just like, do
Ooh.
we have any of this?
Yeah.
I'm rolling to see if the chances are good or not. Actually, yes. Quimet, fishes in one of her pockets. Like, they're both checking their pockets, like, do we have anything? Because, like, both of them have little memory gaps. And they're like, do we have anything? Quimet has a smaller piece of it. She
I
holds
hold
it
my
out.
handouts because I'm like right there.
She'll hand it off to whoever wants to take it. I don't remember having this in my pocket. I promise.
It likely wasn't your fault.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's...
It might have made you rip it.
Oh.
This thing was not ripped before, right?
Yeah, in the display case, was it ripped? Yeah, that's a good point.
It was one piece.
One piece.
It was just a scarf kinda.
And
then,
Yeah.
you...
Or a belt, maybe.
What was the last thing you remember doing?
Reached in the case, grabbed the sash. There was a green light. And then everything flipped. That's it. That's all I remember. Oh, and then I woke up and Evander was there.
That's some time.
If time means anything in this place, yes.
How I mean, it's like Evander said that time doesn't mean anything in the Fade usually.
Oh, good.
yes, I did.
Good. That lesson has been absorbed into your brain. I'm so proud.
That can be a positive and negative thing. Who knows how long we've been in here. I have heard of some cases where people have been in the Fade so long that when they return, they come back old and withered.
Oh, I don't want to be old.
I don't know.
Not even 13 yet.
I know.
Evander, I would, for my sanity, do not say anything like that ever again. While we are in here.
Of course. Well,
So we need to find more pieces of this fabric.
yes.
Yes. You look at the other scrap of fabric, and the symbols are incomplete. You need another piece to be able to decipher.
I don't suppose our mages have a way of magically tracking this.
Oh. Not exactly an entropy magic thing.
Isn't that what you have a dog for, dear?
That is what I have a dog for. The issue is these scraps of fabric have been in many people's pockets.
You know that is not my specialty. I can't help with tracking.
I whistle Tiger over like, all right, girl, time to carry the team.
She walks over
I
to
mean-
you and just kind of looks.
All right, Tiger. I need you to ignore the familiar sense. Okay?
She tilts her head like she understands but doesn't.
I know this dog is smart. I know this dog is wicked smart. This dog, this dog, I bet, has beaten all of us in Wicked Grace alone. This dog is smart. I swear to fucking God. What do I have to roll? I just started rolling. My bad. I'm assuming perception.
Excitable
because-
rolling.
Yeah, perception
Because-
is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at Tiger stats, so she does have it for smelling and tracking.
Yeah.
All in all, though, Tiger does in fact continue to carry us. Sweet baby girl walking on her fists. That is.
Damn it.
She's just real good, guys.
It's not even a sentence.
This is just Aki at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. I should say.
I have
Make a wish
not
for that.
eaten. 16.
16.
Yeah, there's no food in my house. I'm gonna be eating at midnight. Like, I'm gonna eat chicken wings once we're done this. While I also
Let's go.
one
Chicken
hand
wings.
one hand chicken wings, the other hand beating the shit out of, I don't know, an egg or something. That's what's happening.
Yeah, you're
Anyways,
gonna kill
it's
God or die
16.
trying. 16.
Yeah.
So Tiger does smell at. She sniffs vigorously at the sash. Makes kind of a face, like it smells really bad to her.
That's a first.
Growls at it a little bit and like tries to sniff it again, and just like ears flat, tail not wagging. Just like, can't believe you made me smell this. And she will kind of look around the room, like she's looking around in here, and she'll start sniffing around, trying to see if she can catch a trail of a scent. But it does not seem that she's finding it in this room at this moment. While this is happening, what is everyone doing? What are you looking at? What are you thinking about? I want to go around the table. We're going to start with Ghilane. What are you doing while all this is happening?
I mean, I just gave the sash away, figuring out all of this blood magic. I kind of like have this desire to like leave and search for more, because I know that something else is afoot. I don't feel like, you know, with the mages and the understanding that like these kids are a part of this, that with the whole party and everything, I think that they can kind of take care of this. This is more family matters.
Yeah.
And like I feel like something is amiss. I would rather like probably leave and see like this shade came out of nowhere. I want to see like if we can go to the lower level, if something else is going to change, or if we're going to find another enemy, or if we'll find more of this the like scarf.
Okay.
So that's what I would want to do.
So are you actively leaving the room then?
After hearing all of this, yes, I would be fine with that. Yeah.
Okay, so you step out into the hallway. We'll get to that in a second. Kaskato, what are you doing while this is happening?
Think because Kos has like, all right, this is a lot of magic stuff that I have zero idea about, but there's something I need to confirm. He's going to gesture again to Quimet, and like, we're going over here. I do not want them to hear this, which is a fool's errand because Telahn is going to eavesdrop. But we are going over here.
Okay, so you and Quimet go off into the corner of the same room. Do you step out in the hallway as well?
Probably just like corner of the same room, just like, okay, away from them,
Sure.
but not outside.
Sure, we'll have like a little sidebar. She'll listen to you like immediately. She just looks up at you. Yeah.
I know you do not remember much. I would like to ask questions because there are things that I do not.
Oh, okay.
When I fell in here, I dreamed.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
We do not do that.
Not usually.
Did you?
She thinks. I don't think so. You mean like while we've been here, right?
Yes.
No, it's all just kind of fuzzy.
Alright.
I remember like little bits and pieces I told Evander after everything flipped.
What did
We're all-
Evander tell you happened when they found you?
Well, actually, Momo, remind me. You kind of just told her that she had a spirit, right?
Oh yeah, he 100% covered up that it was a demon. He sugar-coated it. Yeah.
Vander said it was a spirit. It wanted to play games. It wanted to.
You sound disbelieving.
It's all very fuzzy. It wanted to have fun.
I very much not understand this place. As far as I remember from our teachings, this is the land of the dead. But I do know about demons.
Okay.
Evander believes, trust his judgment, that you may have been possessed by a demon.
So not a spirit.
Not a spirit, no.
I mean, both are pretty bad. One is just a lot worse than the other. Is my understanding. Demons bad, spirits also kind of bad, but not as bad. Sometimes even good if you follow Dalish lore.
Which breeds a question. As far as what Evander has told me, and I may be completely incorrect, which I am willing to accept, as long as you do not tell Evander that they were right and I was wrong, because I will never hear the end of it.
Okay.
If demons seem to be based around emotions, tend to be negative in some sense. If one was created due to an emotional state, what was yours? Touching the artifact, I mean. I know you wanted to play a game. I understand that. You wanted to pull it right.
Well, it was all funny up until, green fire person appeared. We were having fun.
Curiosity doesn't seem to be a negative trait.
Well, demons are twisted versions of emotions, so what if it's, I don't know, trickery, deceit, mischief? I mean, mischief isn't really bad either, right? Not always.
I would have figured anything would be here. Envy. Or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really get super far, and we haven't really, gotten to the lessons about demons so much.
I wouldn't have expected you to. This seems like a high level thing. This feels like you are taking an exam with only some of the notes.
Kinda. Is this what the harrowing's like for people who go to circles?
I do not know what those words mean.
I heard it in a tavern once.
I'm going to say yes, and you may prove me wrong later.
She shrugs. I don't know, your guess is kind of as good as mine at this point.
Trying to think then of where else. If it's playing a game, where else would you hide this?
Hide and seek. Cascata, I would like
Yes.
for you
Oh no.
to roll me. Oh no, your perception is terrible. I would like for you
My
to
perception
make
is
perception.
0. Oh,
That's okay.
come
That just
on.
means you don't get a bonus to your roll. It's a flat 3-die roll.
Listen, I've been a good, big, strong boy. Can it just be a strength-based perception check?
The strength of my eyes looking.
I was gonna say you
Strength of your
flex your
eyes are
eye
so
muscles.
strong.
Your eye muscles. They can lift
You
cars.
see so strongly.
Your
Okay.
eyeballs are so strong.
His vision
dude.
is 20/20.
Dude,
Okay.
You thought about that?
doubled.
That is a 14
That's
with a
good.
3 on the dragon die.
That is good enough. I will say it's above. It's above the.
He is
median-
strong.
The median range, yes.
Dude, his eyeballs
beef-
are strong.
The beef is working. You look with your special eyes across the room to where. So Amihan, where are you standing with Hanami?
It's a good question because I just said that I was with the girls, so if the girls were like decided to like sit in a corner, then I guess I would be like by the corner, right? Oh, but then I did make Tiger go smell some stuff, so I guess a little bit more to the center of the room.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
and Hanami are standing towards the center of the room, which is probably like decently like probably like right in your eye view. Cascata.
Mhm.
You look at Hanami. She's standing. She looks like she's watching whatever. My God, words. Whatever Amihan is doing, what Evander and Telahn are working on. She's just kind of looking around the room, kind of curiously, and you notice her eyes are green. They're not normally green.
Going to very casually like reach down for the one of the hand axes and just kind of pluck it up.
Brother, what are you doing?
What color are her eyes? Gestures forward.
Brown like Amihan's, I think. Aki.
Yeah, we got fucking brown eyes. We some Asian bitches, okay? Oh my God.
These Asian bitches got brown eyes. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, like we like we like 90% brown eyes.
brown eyes.
I
Yes.
need you to trust me on this.
Okay, but you. What? She looks over. That's
Do not alert anything.
It's her body. Don't. She like looks
I
down
won't.
at the axe.
I'm not planning to hit her.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to throw the hand axe to where it lands right at her feet. Just
Ah, I see what you're doing. Okay. All right.
What do I gotta do? Because I don't know what's going on,
I'm scared.
but
Oh,
I'm
no!
right there.
I'm scared.
The boys are fighting!
We'll get to you in a second. This is so good. You throw that axe, it hits the floor right in front of Hanami. And she and like jumps back, and you look at her face, her eyes are brown. What? I didn't do anything. I'm just standing here.
It's playing games.
What?
What is playing games? You?
Her eyes were green.
She looks at
They
you, her
were
eyes
what?
are definitely brown.
Are you fucking colorblind now? What's happening?
Her eyes were green. Do I make jests, Amihan?
You don't, but I don't want to fuck around with whatever you're trying to do right now.
If he wants to play games, we shall play games.
She's like,
Do all of your games involve throwing axes at people?
Most of them, yes. And Koss is going to sit down.
She is, so you say, you're having this conversation. Hanami is looking scared. She tucks behind you and is like...
Yeah.
Like,
She's very much... I put her
she's
behind
like-
me.
She hides behind you. While you're having this conversation, she kind of peeks. And you can see her eyes are green.
Oh.
You are very bad at playing hide and seek.
What are you talking about? Eyes are brown again.
If you would like,
Oh my god.
I can close my eyes and count to 100.
What? Quimet's looking up at Kata and she's like, maybe it was the light? Maybe you didn't really see it?
We met.
Her eyes are brown. She's pointing.
What were they before?
Well, yeah, they looked a little different,
Mm-hmm.
but they look normal now.
Koss is going to close his eyes and start verbally counting out loud. 1, 2, 3.
When you do that, Hanami, like, smirks. Amihan, you don't see this. Quimet sees it.
Oh.
I fucking knew it.
And she fully bolts out of the room, shoves past Ghilane, laughing, runs into another area of the building.
You did.
Oh my
I fucking
god.
Knew it. Oh, you can't. You do never deny the beef. I fucking knew it.
Never deny the
I
beef.
will deny the beef. That's my little sister.
It's
What
such
do y'all-
a weird sentence.
Don't deny the beef,
That-
dude.
Don't
Very
deny
That
weird
is my
sentence.
sister.
We need a shirt. Don't deny the beef.
He's going to keep counting, but he just smiles a little bit like, yep.
Knew it.
Yep. As this demon-possessed little girl, preteen, runs away, how are all of you reacting to this? Kata very clearly and loudly started counting. Ghilane, which you heard out in the hallway,
Yeah.
there was arguing happening, and right when you were considering, should I go back in? Should I just keep going? I'm pretty singularly minded. I might just keep marching. Right when things start happening and you hear that counting begin from Kata, is when you hear giggling behind you and Hanami running fast like lightning, like unnaturally fast. Bolts past you in human speed.
Like, I think that, like, that would trigger me in a very serious way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, knowing that something is afoot, knowing that about the blood magic and everything. Like,
Yep.
I would like to chase after this.
Okay. So Ghilane
Yeah.
gives chase. What is everybody
The
else
second.
doing?
Are we with the sash right now? The two of us?
You have the
Mages.
sash, yes. You have the you have 2 pieces of the sash. You think
Okay.
you know, you've got about half of it, you think.
Okay. I imagine they were maybe He was at the very least sitting, maybe with Telahn as they were looking over it together.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to hide too, or we are all seeking?
I think it's decided that we are all seekers. Also, Quimet, keep track of where my count is, as I just opened my eyes.
You were at 37.
Thank you.
Even if we find her, that won't make it stop. I don't think. We still need all the sash.
Correct. But now we know what game it's playing.
Do we go after
And-
it, her, them?
Yes. Because it may think that that part of the sash is part of the game.
I see.
It's going to find the other pieces.
Mm.
Oh. Maybe it doesn't know.
Maybe it doesn't.
Well, let's go.
Stands up. What is my count at? Ugh.
37.
It's
I think 100.
Oh, yeah, 100. You're definitely
Good.
at 99 just now.
good. And just as loud as he can bellow, "Here I come!"
So you all give chase.
Slowly,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm gonna go directly next to Amihan and just, "Do you doubt me now?"
You realize that is still her body and you still threw an axe at her. Maybe if I cock an arrow at your sister, you will feel different.
I trust you would not hit my sister.
I wouldn't.
Good. Then I have no reason to worry, do I? By the way, you two are good together, and goes faster.
I love him.
Sprint, full sprint.
It took him a year to
Run.
figure it out.
Dad, run.
So,
Dad, run.
so Dad run. All the beef moving.
The beef is, dude. The beef is on the move.
The beef is on the move.
Beef is
We've got a stampede up in this
Dude.
bitch. One man stampede.
Flying in beef.
Hello, officer. I'd like to report a case of beef on the run.
We got a hidden beef.
Hidden beef.
We got a hidden beef.
Suspect is all beef, no perception.
All beef, no breaks.
Ow.
By the time this shit is done, this beef is cooked.
Oh, we went there. Not the beef.
Dude, cook the beef.
Not the beef.
Wait, cooked how? What
Also-
temperature?
Oh,
Also, I think I would have sent Tiger to follow my sister. I think
yeah,
Tiger would have
Hanami
auto
runs,
followed.
You've got Tiger on the move. So we've
Yeah,
got,
like
we've got
yeah.
Ghilane.
I'm a little behind, but Tiger's up in the front.
So after Hanami, who's moving at inhumanly fast speeds, none of you are fast enough to, without magic, to catch up quite that fast. We've got Ghilane in the lead because he got a head start. Tiger quickly gaining on you. So Ghilane, as you
Yes.
round the corner to go down the stairs, and we'll get to the rest of the chase here. As you round the corner to go down the stairs, you're a very singularly focused man, yes?
I do focus. Yeah, I would say yes. I am looking for this child.
Okay, so you're strictly looking for Hanami. What I need from you as you are moving very quickly down these stairs. And
Well,
not
I
for
mean,
the-
wait. I'm so sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. I mean, I did leave that room
Mhm.
searching for the pieces of this scarf. So
Yeah.
or sash. So
Mhm.
like those are the two things that I would probably keep an eye out
Perfect.
for.
So I'm gonna ask you to make a roll, and it will not be for the reasons you're going to think. As you
Okay,
run
great.
down these stairs after this child in pursuit of mystery
Got
and
it.
answers, I will
Yeah.
need from you, again, not for the reasons you think, I need a dexterity roll from you, please.
I got let's see, 13.
And I'm gonna
Dex.
factor a little something as
Okay,
well.
17 with a 5 on the dragon die again.
Excellent.
Let's go.
So, you you are running, like actively running.
Yeah.
You just manage to avoid stepping on what appears to be some kind of potential like debris.
Okay.
But something about it catches your eye and you skid to a stop. You manage to stop yourself halfway down the stairs as you spot this thing. Because you are focused on very specific tasks, you manage to notice it just because you've seen the other pieces of the sash before. There is another piece laying on the stairs, and if you had stepped on it, your ass would have been sliding down the damn stairs.
Oh my god. Okay.
And maybe
I
worse,
picture-
who knows? Depends on if you bleed on it or not.
That's true. That's actually so true. I just picture my character just like doing like the skipping one stair, like going down 2 stairs at a time and just narrowly missed it.
Yep.
And then I'll turn around and I will definitely like yell out to the group. I found a piece of the sash. This way. And as he goes to touch it, he then like takes his hand back for a second. He's like, Can I touch this? Can I?
Oh,
you
you should be
literally
able to-
had this in your breast pocket.
Well, I don't know the different
You should be able to.
pieces.
Unless you're bleeding.
Don't bleed on it.
Just don't, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Please.
definitely pick it up. That's great.
Okay, so you pick it up. Do you pause for the rest of your companions, or do you keep running?
That's a great question. Probably pocket it and run back.
Okay.
Run towards. Don't want to lose that lead that I just kind of like picked up.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, Tiger has caught up with you, and you're both running.
Let's go.
Let's go. The rest of you round and go down the stairs. As you're picking up pace, I'm sure Kata is moving the beef, which sounds weirder and weirder every time I say it.
It's just again, Dad, just panting and running, just.
There's no such thing as mad
One
transit
second.
in Thedas. There's only beef.
Dude,
If you, if
That's
if,
lean
if
beef,
Kaskata, if Kaskata trips, do you then become rotisserie?
If I hit the ground, I become ground beef.
No!
And that killed the man.
And that's the end of our show, everybody.
So do
We'll see you again
See you
never.
next week.
See you
Fair
next
enough.
week. So you are running after Hanami. All of you, with Ghilane and Tiger in the lead, everybody is booking it. You eventually make it to the center of the main room. After you go down the stairs, the main room where the party happened, where the most carnage happens to be. And what you see there is quite the terrifying sight. The bodies have been rearranged in a very particular way in this room, as if by magic. And standing in the center of it is Hanami, with bright green, glowing eyes, grinning very evilly at all of you. And Mischief says, "Well, it's about time you found me. Took you long enough. Now, let's play a game of a different kind. The game where I get what I want, and you all die. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight."
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn, okay. Go off.
Are you telling me?
What kind of hiding spot was that?
In bodies.
Not really. It's just a trap.
Yeah.
Bro.
She's about to. She's
don't-
about to solo us, y'all.
I know she doesn't even need to hide.
I made a joke in our like session 0. I was like, it's just gonna take one woman to destroy us, and no,
Here
it
we are.
took one little girl. Holy shit!
Damn. We about to
One
kill that
child.
little girl. Oh, ain't that how it goes?
Yeah, that how
Don't you
Yeah,
love
just
when I
the
can
way.
base an
Just the
entire
way,
mini-series off of one comment Aki makes?
I do love when that happens.
Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all. Fantastic game tonight. We will see you again for the finale of Dragon Age Masquerade, aka the boss battle, the final piece of the mystery, something like that. All of it is going to come together at the end here for the finale of Dragon Age Masquerade. That's this coming Monday on the 11th of November.